What's going on, everybody? Still trying to hit my personal goal to hit all 50 states in the year of 2025. And with that said, I got a couple more out this week. The first one I went to was the city of Norfolk in the state of Virginia. So my first destination within Norfolk was the Nauticus Museum and Battleship of Wisconsin. This is a World War I and World War II museum. The cost of this museum was $20. Just like I said, it's a museum of World War I and World War II. Different kind of artifacts, statues, and all that within the museum. You also got an opportunity to go to the Battleship of Wisconsin. It's a nice little battleship. You can actually tour the inside, take pictures on the outside and whatnot. So it's a two-in-one. So you get the museum, you can also go to the battleship. My second stop was the Virginia Zoo. The cost to get into the zoo was $18. If the zoo wasn't too big, it wasn't too small, it wasn't too shabby. It probably takes you about an hour, hour and a half to walk around there, if that. So it wasn't too luxurious or anything like that. Like I said, it's not like the San Diego Zoo or Omaha Zoo or anything like that, but it's a nice little size for sure. After the zoo, I went to the Hermitage Museum and Garden. It is indoor and outdoor. Of course, the inside part of it's the museum. The outdoor part is the garden. Different kind of statues and sculptures. Very weird, but it is a museum. It's free, so if you like that kind of museum and kind of stuff like that, it's definitely something to check out for sure. After the Hermitage Museum, I went to the MacArthur Memorial Museum. This is actually a free museum. Pretty nice little museum. So if you don't know General MacArthur, he was in the World War I, World War II, and the Korean War. So this is actually just Norfolk's way of giving back to him and his services that he did. From there, I went to what they call the Neon District. It's just a district. You could just walk around. There's a lot of different art and murals along the streets and on the buildings. So different kind of art for sure. So it's definitely pretty interesting. Some interesting art, some pretty really odd art, some really nice art, but it's a pretty nice little spot for sure. This is the Waterside District. It's a district area where you can actually just go and hang out, have some food and drinks and all that. It's also not too far away from the Virginia Beach, which is where I did actually end my night. So I did a little walk along the beach and all that. The next day I traveled to the city of Charleston in the state of West Virginia. My first stop upon arriving into Charleston, West Virginia was hitting up the state capitol. Uh, Charleston is actually the state capital, obviously, of West Virginia. And as you know from the previous videos, I try to hit every state capital that I can when I do travel. And as always, not all state capitals are in the major cities that you go to. But in this situation, the state capital of West Virginia was actually in Charleston, West Virginia. So this is actually probably getting worse, y'all. I thought last week's capital was probably the worst I've been to. But it's actually going to be this week. So the capital of West Virginia is probably the worst I've ever been to. Now the outside dome itself is pretty nice. I like how it's set up, the color of it. But the inside of the capital itself is very, very plain, very bland, very old, very colonial-ish, if that makes any sense. But it is another capital, so I was able to check off another capital on my list. But for the most part, it was pretty bland. So there's a lot, but there's not a lot to do in West Virginia, if that makes any sense. It's a big Appalachian mountain state. So if you're into, the outdoor recreational life, it's a place for you. But as far as, nightlife or anything like that, it's definitely not going to be a spot. So if you're trying to find a nightlife in West Virginia, good luck with that. But the outdoor activity life there's mountains, there's waterfalls and all that. This is definitely a spot to hit up. So I did a little quick trip on this one. There wasn't too much for me to do. So West Virginia, I was pretty much in and out within, 8 hours. So I didn't do too much. Here I am just finishing my day going over one of these mountains here and then coming across what they call an almost heaven swing. They have a lot of those throughout the city and all that too. But here we go. Checked out another couple off my list. Number 30, 31. Next week, going to go somewhere. I just don't know where yet. I have an idea where I'm going to go, but let's see how things lead up to that point. But until then, you guys have a good one. Be safe. Happy travels.